Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Empire Let's Play series. We are starting off over here at the Taiga village, and as you might have saw, a couple of the copper golems are starting to turn colors. But they still haven't fully oxidized yet, and so I brought the golem statues over from the storage facility, and I want to start off today by dotting a few of these around as gargoyles. Well, I think that looks pretty good. And when you're walking past and you just notice up at the top of the roof line these little accents, I think it just adds a little bit of ambiance, a little bit of lore to the village. Definitely looks cool. I did a tiny bit of work out here, kind of figuring out this curve. And in the next live stream, we'll probably do a little bit of work over there. Let's run back across the world to the map library, and I will show you some of the work we did on the last live stream and what we're going to accomplish today. You might remember last episode we left off over at the mob farm, and on Saturday we started the live stream over there, and we spent a lot of time killing a lot of glow squid. Ended up with a few stacks of glow ink sacks, and I brought those glow ink sacks over here to the map library, and we used them to create a bunch of glowing item frames. And you can see here, we got them all installed, and they all look great. The map is nice and consistently lit, the colors are accurate, and it just looks fantastic. After we did all of this crafting and we installed all of these, we then ran over to the Mesa, and we've gotten a fair amount of work done on the road going out to our Mesa village. So as we head out towards the Mesa today, I'll let you see some of this work. We still need to build the bridge. It's going to go over this river. The road will cross here, and then we'll have one more bridge here, and that'll get us out to the Mesa village. Now, you may remember when we were poking around, we did find that there was another desert village way up in the northwest corner of the map. Somewhere up in here, there is another village. And I think I want to figure out a way to get the road from here up there. Because it's all Mesa up here, I'm suspecting it'll be a lot of tunnels and bridges. But we'll see how it goes once we get up there. Today, what I want to focus on is this corner. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maps that would sort of finish out this corner up here. And like I said, there's a village up here somewhere, and I think it's just Mesa as far as we can see. But once we get out there, we'll definitely find out. Let's go ahead and grab a few maps. Oh yeah, I also got a couple of maps while I was trading with the villager over in the Taiga. So we got a Woodland Explorer map and a Trial Explorer map. So I'll just throw those up on the wall. Maybe someday we'll get out there and fill some of these maps out. But today, I want to fill these maps out. So let's go ahead and grab our horse and head out towards the Mesa and do a little investigating. So when we get out in the desert, instead of going all the way out to our desert village, we can turn here. And you'll see as we move through this, we've got a nice little road that kind of cuts across the desert here. We got all of this installed, then it comes down along the water, and here is where we finished off. And so we'll have a bridge that cuts across here, and then the road will continue up in this direction, cut across this bit of sand here, and then we'll have another bridge here that'll take us up to the Mesa village. We'll let the sun set, we'll sleep the night away, and then we'll start poking around and filling out some maps. Okay, sun is up. Let's go ahead and grab a boat. We'll head north and start filling out some maps. Well, this is looking really fantastic. We almost have the entire northern half of the map filled out. The Mesa is always such an interesting place. It's so colorful and different elevations. We didn't see a whole lot of mine shafts. We did see a couple of portals that were ruined out there. And we did see off in the distance, somewhere down here, there's another desert village. So we'll have to address that at some point. We'll definitely do more mapping in future episodes, but today I want to run back up to that desert village, figure out how we're going to get a road up there, and then get to work on improving it. Before we head up to the desert village, we're going to grab a couple of things. One of them is we're going to grab some oak saplings. We're going to grab some terracotta. And we're going to grab a lot of dirt. Let's go ahead and take this map with us. What's going to be tricky about this is not only is there some distance between this village and the next village, but that distance is all Mesa. And so what we'll have to do, I imagine, is we'll end up bringing the road up here to connect with our portal, and then we could split it off and potentially just sort of dig through the Mesa with some bridges over the water. I think what we're going to do is probably start from the village side and then work our way back. And hopefully once we get a head start, we'll have a road built over here and then we can figure out how to connect the two. So right now we have a really kind of elongated village. Starts way down there, goes all the way over there. And there's kind of a sprinkling of buildings really spread out. I think one thing I want to do for sure is condense everything. I want everything to be much closer together. You know, I do like some of these tall towers, but they're at the opposite ends of the village, so I'm not sure we can keep them all, but I might try to work one of them into the design. And the other thing is we have some cows and some horses wandering around, so I think I want to create a little bit of like a ranch. I think that might be kind of a cool design idea. To start, I'm just going to round up some villagers so that they're safe, and then I'm going to start tearing some buildings down. And there we have it. So I've made a decision. I'm going to keep a couple of buildings intact. We're going to keep this tower, we're going to keep the fountain, and this tower. The village will be a little more central, so these won't be necessarily part of the village, but I think they add a little bit of character and lore to the area, so we're going to leave those. The house I have here, I'm just using as a temporary building. Once we get things built, we'll tear that down. So you can see these torches that sort of go off into the distance. That is the direction that the road is going to go and the tunnel through the mesa. So once we get the village constructed, we'll figure that out. I think between episodes, I'm going to do a little bit of planning, figure out what the design of this village is going to look like, and the next episode, we'll get this thing knocked out and start working on the tunnel back to the Mesa village. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, scan the code on the screen or click join down below. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure. and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.